When we're thinking about the significance of some of the recent revelations about NSA spying, here's a really good place to start. This past Monday, the Washington Post ran a profile of General Keith Alexander. He's the head of the NSA. And before he was the head of the NSA, he was one of the people in charge of collecting intelligence for the U.S. Army during the occupation of Iraq. Now, what's interesting about this profile, and Glenn Greenwald pointed this out just the other day, what's really significant about this is that his philosophy in running the NSA was developed from his philosophy collecting intelligence for the Army in Iraq, which is to say that one of the most powerful people in charge of collecting intelligence in the United States is treating the citizens of the United States as if we were an occupied enemy nation, as if we were the hostiles, the way that the U.S. Army viewed the Iraqi people. Now, I think you can take that fact and you can connect it to one other recent fact, which is the tremendous upsurge that we have seen in this last week in response to the acquittal of George Zimmerman in the Trayvon Martin case. And the reason you connect those two facts is very simple. The United States government views the American people as enemies of the United States government. And when does it see that? When does it perceive us as the enemy? No time more than when we are challenging unjust and illegal policies. And when they see 10,000 people in Times Square protesting against the Zimmerman acquittal, when they see thousands of people in the streets of Los Angeles and San Francisco, and when they see demonstrations in literally hundreds of other communities around the country, what they are seeing is, this is the enemy. These are the people we have to spy on and collect information on. It's not accidental that they put NSA spying in the hands of the spy chief from Iraq, who was also responsible for things like oversight of the Abu Ghraib prison. It's because of how they view the danger of Americans demanding rights instead of simply asking for them. And it's clear that when we are saying that we have to expose and stop this NSA spying program, we're not just saying it's because we all want to have some sort of abstract right to privacy. It's because we want to make sure that the government doesn't do now what it did in the 1960s and the 1970s, that when there is an insurgent community struggling against police repression and struggling against issues like brutality against people of color, we want to make sure that there's a way to stop the government from spying on them, harassing them, interfering with them, and killing them, which is what they did to the Black Liberation Movement in the 1960s and the 1970s. So we've got a lot at stake here. This isn't just some sort of abstract question of how much privacy do you have. It's whether or not, on the one hand, we're going to be governed by a Bill of Rights that provides us freedom from government intervention, or whether we're going to be governed by the NSA and the FISA courts that have every intention of scrapping the Bill of Rights. Thank you.